Reinforcements incoming. Reinforcement complete.
I'm gonna destroy it! Coming from behind cover.
Heavily hostile detected.
Got no eyes on a target! Gotta reload!
Hello everybody and welcome to another build video. For today's video I want to show you my collectors build. I made a lot of progress by testing in different ways how you can set up collectors, the collector chess piece. It's important to address this. This is a PvE build, so I will not recommend this going for PvP. And this one, in case if you're wondering, it goes well in different directions regardless of what form of PvE you are playing with this build. So I will start off with the collector because it's a build specifically made for this chess piece. So as you see here, critical hit chance, critical hit damage and weapon damage, also need to max them out. The talent is Hoarder, right? So you have 3+3 grenade capacity, you have 50% grenade radius, 35% grenade damage, 25% grenade damage for each extra enemy caught in the blast. Automatically regenerates a grenade every 30 seconds. If you have less than 2 grenades in your inventory. So this is the chess piece. Now I will go for the rest of the gear and then I'll go to the weapons and also specialization, and I will explain you why I choose these items that you see right here. So first of all, let's start with the obvious one. So I have the Fenris here, which will give me 10% assault rifle damage because I'm using the Sergeant Elmos. Then I have here the Fox Prayers, obviously because I'm using the stage left for this build. It's a very good weapon of choice. for the gloves, I have the Grupo Sombra with critical hit damage, and I have 2 pieces of Grupo Sombra to give me that 20% explosive damage. I have here the China Light Industries. So this is this will give me 50% explosive damage, and also it's a very important to have +1 skill here only for this one, because it will help me on my skills. My skills, as you can see here, I have the Revive 5, because like I said, this is a PvE build, and also I have the foam, the red foam. This one actually helps me a lot because I can actually foam the targets and then use the grenades on them. So I'll make sure that even in open door scenarios I can actually use this build, because most of the cases where I'm playing with people, they say that this build is mostly for the indoors because they're jumping a lot, or they're scared, they're scattered all over the place. With the foam you can actually stack people together. And one important piece to have for this build, it's actually the talent for the backpack. So I have here the second part of the Grupo Sombra that gives me that 20% explosive damage, also rolled with critical hit chance and critical hit damage. And this is the important talent, so the creeping death. When you apply a status effect, it also applies to all enemies within 8 meters of your target. So why is that important? Well, it actually has like two bonuses. So first of all, I mean 3 if you take in consideration the Sergeant Elmo. So the first one, it's actually the foam, right? You apply the foam, and if you apply the status effect, if more NPCs are close to each other, they're going to be foamed as well. Another part, it's actually the Sergeant Elmos, right? Because I'm using this specifically for the shock. So when I apply a shock to an enemy, if there are more enemies close to that enemy, they will be shocked as well. And the third one is for the talent on the collector chest piece. So what it has, it actually proc let's say a bonus, right? So if you apply a grenade, right? So if you apply grenade damage or you throw a grenade, one thing that you should be taking consideration is actually the stage left. So this is the stage left named M1A. It has here rifle damage, critical hit damage, and damage to target out of cover. Now the talent, it's perfect sledgehammer. So it says here, dealing damage with a grenade applies a mark on the target. This target will mark these targets with mark will take 40% damage to armor and have 30% movement speed. Mark will disappear after 10 seconds. This also applies with the creeping deck because you're applying status effect on them. So the more status effect you're going to do to them, even though this build is not made for the status effect, but you apply them shock, you apply them foam, and also you applied the stack from the stage left. So that means that you'll be doing increased damage on them. That's why you saw me in the beginning playing in outside to show you like how fast you can actually kill a boss when you apply the status effect and then you throw a grenade at them. Because if you throw a grenade, you'll get that mark and you'll be able to finish the boss faster with this weapon. Now, another important piece to take in consideration is actually the firewall specialization, because you're going to need the grenade from the firewall. This one has the cluster grenade, so the cluster grenade it's actually important because you're going to spam more grenades in the same place, right? And that means you'll have like a bigger area. So if you form like 2 or 3 NPCs, you're going to throw a grenade and then explode anything, and then you'll be able to mark them. So that's highly important to keep in consideration that you need the firewall for this one. Now, for the stage left, just to show the stats real quick, so I have here 50% critical hit chance and 171 critical hit damage. And also, for my weapon, I have here critical hit chance, I have here critical hit chance, and in the barrel critical hit chance, so everything is set up for the critical hit chance. And also 5 rounds for the classic, for the stage left. Right, so this is my mods, and also it's important because the Sergeant Elmo's engine comes with critical hit damage, weapon handling, and also critical hit chance. So with this weapon, so let me show you real quick. So right now I have 58% with 171% critical hit damage, and if I do the switch, now I have 60% and 174 critical hit damage. So try to take in consideration that the Elmo's engine is not actually useless, it's actually very powerful as well, because it has two things. In order to actually do damage in quite fast sessions, because in with scenarios the enemies will be close to you, and also you'll be able to apply shock. Most of the time I'm using this as I'm charging the weapon, so when I do the reload I have the bullets stacked, and then I'm using the stage left. And then the NPC comes close to me, then I can switch to the Elmo's engine, and then I can shock them, then I can use the foam on them, and then I can use the grenade. So this is probably the best combo to have it for this one. Now usually I keep it like this because most of the time I'm using the stage left due to the damage, but also taking consideration that the Elmo, it's actually important to have it for this one. Now you can go with the shotgun, with the Scorpio, right, and you can apply also status effect, but in my opinion this actually is much better because you're able to shock them close, medium, or even long range if you're good with the accuracy. So it's not just close, so you'll be able to shock them wherever they are. So it's important to have this one. In my opinion, tested very well with Scorpio. This one is actually much better than Scorpio in my opinion, but nevertheless this is up to you. And yeah, probably that's it. For the handgun is nothing too crazy. I'm using this one because of the flashlight, because I have here added the pistol flashlight. In some areas of the game is way dark, so I'm kind of like, you need some light in that area, so that's why I choose this weapon, just because it has flashlight, but nevertheless I'm not using it for anything besides the flashlight. And yeah, that's the build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like on your way out, because that will help me a lot. And until next time, I'm out.